Alright guys, Toby here from Hadler Fitness. Alright, so today we are talking about abs. So I was asked by one of the guys in my fitness circle. I asked a Q&A and they asked about planks. So plank is an exercise, a core exercise that falls under an abdominal exercise. Pretty much works of your midsection, so pretty much your shoulders down to your pelvic floor muscles, roughly, like I'd say hips, okay? So the idea behind a plank is to hold yourself in a neutral plane, like this. You don't want to have like excessive curvature in your back. You don't want to be like sitting up or like sitting down too low to the ground. You want to be core engaged. You want to hold it for as long as you can. Obviously, some people are going to be able to hold it for a lot longer than others. Some people, 30 seconds, they struggle, and then some people can hold it for a few minutes. The world record for it is like 4 hours and 20-something minutes, I think. I think it even got broken by a US Marine or a SEAL or something like that. Anyway, so let's break the core down. So when you look at your abdominal area, so basically you have the abdominal wall, which is basically your six-pack. And then on the inside of that is your transverse abdominis. And then you have your serratus, which is the muscles that travel along your ribs and attach into your pelvis, like somewhere around your sacrum and psoas. They all come into your pelvic floor muscles and transverse abdominis. They all play a massive part in like breathing, abdominal strength, and posture, okay? So when we look at it, you also have oblique muscles in there, internal, external obliques. Like there's heaps of other like nifty parts of the hips, the back, and the pelvis region that make up the core, the midsection, pretty much from the diaphragm down to the lower abs. So pretty much that 6-pack or 8-pack or 12-pack, depending on who you're talking about, or the 1-pack. It depends on your body fat and your distribution of body fat and where you store it, whether you have a pronounced so-called 6-pack or whether you have like a donut. All right, so just moving on from that, you want to work, so flexion, extension, and left and right rotation. I'd say clockwise and anti-clockwise rotation of the abs. So side to side, front, crunched over, and back. So core exercises range from sit-ups to plank to side plank to reverse plank to glute bridges to gymnastics exercises which are more advanced, like L-sits, L-holds, and then you when you do even handstands, you brace your core, and that helps with stability. And you brace your core pretty much all day, every day. It is basically what keeps your posture in alignment. So if you have any kind of breakdown in like your posterior or anterior chain within that, like this lower region, pretty much from your diaphragm down, you're going to have postural disorder. So that's going to come in the forms of lordosis, scoliosis, kyphosis, and a few other different ones. They're just the ones that are very common in Western society. All right, so just to wrap this up, these are my favorite exercises. So you got the plank, the side plank, the glute bridges, reverse plank, and then around the world, global flexion and extension. That's just an exercise where you're just rocking back and forth.
Oh, I know that boy's gonna rip me up, 'cause he ain't that nice, he won't do right, he'll leave a nasty cut. I cry until I just dissolve. Come and watch my heart turn to pop like paper.
Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you really enjoyed a quick tutorial on abs, my favorite exercises. I didn't include all my favorite exercises, otherwise the video would just go too long. But the biggest takeaway I can give you for training abs is that think of abs as postural muscles. You don't need to train them to absolute failure. Make sure you train them each session for 5 to 10 minutes. Some sit-ups, some planks, side planks, glute raises, like whatever. Just make sure, hanging leg raises, make sure you're getting some ab work done on a consistent basis. And just remember, they're mainly primarily made up of slow twitch muscle fibers. So that basically means they're endurance muscles. So like, as I said, they're postural muscles, so they take a long time to fatigue. So you're gonna have to do longer bouts of holds, like some isometric exercises and isotonic exercises, just to basically stimulate different types of muscle fibers and getting it done. So the more you practice something, the better you're gonna get at it. So the more sit-ups you do, the more sit-ups you're gonna be able to do down the track, the longer you hold a plank for, and then so forth, if that kind of makes sense. So as always, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next vid.